What's going on, Taurus? How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the week of April 22nd to the 28th, 2024. I'm going to pull the energy, and we'll see what wants to come through for you for this last week of April 2024, Taurus. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Taurus. Yeah. All right, Taurus, so let's go ahead and see what we got cooking for you. So begin this reading, I want to say that I feel for you it will be a phenomenal week of a new beginning, and you feeling like a lot of progress is going to be made in your life, but there's a couple of things that I think you'll want to avoid doing, which I'm going to help you with in this reading. So before we get into the tarot, let's start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards, and these oracle cards are some themes that the universe wants you to be aware of, okay? The first one you have is the 6th house of work and routine. It's like what you do on a daily basis. You also have the square of challenge and disharmony, and you also have Uranus, change and new beginnings here, or Uranus, however you want to say it. I'm just trying to avoid saying Uranus. Okay, so Uranus, Uranus, what do you want me to do? Okay, so obviously there, Taurus, is going to be a big challenge when it comes to a new beginning to your work or your routine. It doesn't surprise me because the April 2024 monthly reading I did for you was all about a change to your career and how you go towards a long-term goal or your financial situation for some of you, but there's going to be the main thing coming through for you to be aware of is there's going to be a shift to your momentum, and that's going to be a major problem for many of your minds, okay? I feel like there's been something you've been pouring a lot of energy into. This could be a certain career thing you're doing, a certain relationship that you're having, and with this 6th house square Uranus, there's gonna be you feeling like all the momentum that you've put into something comes to a halt, okay? And for some of you with your career, you wanna be really careful that you're open. You want to make sure that you're open to the how the momentum you've built will actually manifest, because I see some of you giving up on something or surrendering something a little bit too soon, whether it's a relationship or even if it's just you're not giving up on it, but you lose optimism because of a new challenge coming in to throw off your momentum. I just feel like your momentum is being thrown off this week. Take it as it resonates. There's definitely an opportunity here for you to cooperate with other people, potentially in a traditional way, even if you really don't want to. It may be in your better interest to actually do so. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Your opportunity is the 3 of Wands, which has to do with patience, optimism. Someone is waiting for their manifestation to come in, right? They're already past the 2 of Wands, which is about having to make a decision, 2 different crossroads, 2 different life paths. You've already built up a lot of momentum, like I've been saying, in a certain direction in your life, and your opportunity is to remain optimistic about it, even if the exact manifestation won't be there this week. There may be a lot of dirty work that you have to do this week. There may be a lot of adaptability and adjustments and you going through a metamorphosis this week, but don't let that make you think all your momentum is being thrown off. It's just being redirected from a higher level is what I genuinely feel. But a lot of you will get frustrated at someone around you, or you're going to get frustrated at the situation because it may not give you instantaneous results. So the 3 of Wands in your opportunities to be patient. The Hanged Man in your challenge, it came through initially when I saw it as your challenge is that some of you will surrender and you'll look at something from a different perspective, and it will make you lose all the momentum that you've built, especially for those of you in a relationship. I feel like there's a strong possibility that the momentum was already broken or that it will be this week for you. And I really feel like your opportunity is to either see that from a different perspective for some of you, but it's coming through intuitively, Taurus, as being careful before you give up on something spiritually. And for some of you, this may have to do with the character of someone around you. You are losing hope in your ability to cooperate with this person. But I feel like there's a lot of astrology transits right now that are crazy, and you want to be really careful before you make any long-term decisions about breaking free from anyone, okay? Now, for others of you, this doesn't have to do with any person. This just has to do with the momentum switching when it comes to your work and your routine. So the things that you do on a daily basis is now changing. And the momentum that you've built, it doesn't have to be, going anywhere bad. It's just going to be redirected, like I keep saying. But there's a strong potential that, I don't know. So, I don't know. Let's just get to the overall general energy. Like I said, I think it's going to be a phenomenal week for you. You have the Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands here. This has to do with commitment, tradition. This has to do with hard work and productivity and really momentum. The Eight of Pentacles is all about momentum and money and being productive, just swinging your hammer. And the Ace of Wands is a new beginning. So I feel like for some of you, there can be a new traditional work commitment coming in for you that you didn't expect, that you can use your momentum. It's going to be something new that will excite you, but I feel like there could be an element of order and structure to it, and maybe it's something that you feel like your talents are better suited elsewhere. For some of you, not for all of you. You want to be really careful that you don't miss this opportunity because of your insistence on how you think your momentum should be climaxed, or all the momentum that you've built should. Because a lot of you, the momentum that you've been building in your work has been leading you to this pivot moment. But a lot of you, because your mind has already been established on a certain outcome that you want, you won't make the correct pivot, and you'll just say, no, I'll just not go with this one. I'll stay by myself. Even if it's a relationship, I sense the momentum of a relationship is pivoting, and at the moment where it could all heal and change this week, you're going to be peace out, or a new opportunity coming your way, and you're like, that's not worth my momentum that I've put into this. So I would just say, be really open to it. A lot of you, there's going to be something that is opening up to you that is going to threaten your own independence. Some of you prefer to work alone, and some of you are going to get an opportunity to work with people in a traditional way that may involve having a leader. Like the Hierophant to the Eight of Pentacles may involve some sort of hierarchy within a new opportunity coming to you. Is what I feel. So let's go to what you don't see coming. For a lot of you, if you can make it through a certain storm in your relationships, there's going to be something put right and you don't see it coming for most of you right now. The Star is all about healing and regeneration. The Six of Pentacles is all about balance, giving and receiving. And the Two of Cups is about a key relationship, one-to-one in your life, could be even a soulmate. And I feel like some balance is going to be restored in what you don't see coming for a lot of you. Your challenge could be to see a certain conflict from a different perspective right now in your life. For a lot of you, I do feel like there may have been a projection or a scapegoating going on in your life. You could be blaming what you could take responsibility on someone else, and therefore losing a key relationship that would actually help you build up. Some of you, someone around you is going through a deep transformation, and once again, it might really throw you off. There could be someone around you who is transforming before your eyes, and it will help you become more committed to them in a new way. It's almost like with the Hierophant, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and this healing and going on in your relationships, Taurus, there could be a new, fresh commitment, if you can be patient enough, because the Ace of Wands comes at the end of the week towards May 1st. And your opportunity is the Three of Wands. So it's there's waiting for some sort of opportunity. But for some of you, if this doesn't have to do with a relationship, it could have to do with your work situation and you healing your ability to work alongside people in a team membership way. But I don't know. Now let's go ahead and get to your advice. Your advice is the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and also the 9 of Pentacles here when it comes to your advice. And the first intuitive thing is that there is the insistence on being single or doing things your own way that will get in the way of your progress right now, because the theme for you is the 6th house of work and routine square Uranus, change and new beginnings. So I feel like there's some sort of thing, like there's some sort of change to the momentum that you've been building up that for some of you, you're not going to see it as successful, or you're not going to see it as a viable option. And so you'll choose to say, I'll sit this one out, I'll just be single. Even if this is a romantic thing, Taurus, or if this is like a new business, a pivot to your routine or to your work life or to the way that you make money or something new that you want to do financially, I feel like there's you want to make sure that you're not attached to a certain idea of how something should manifest. Because the feeling that I get from this reading, Taurus, is like you've been asking the universe for a change. You've been asking for the universe for one of your person to change. And like, it's like the universe has presented the change to you in like a box, and like you're opening the present and you're like, I don't like it. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm saying that is because I don't know what this has to do with exactly, but for the collective, there's a momentum that you've built that is in danger of losing the momentum if your attitude is not correct about this pivot that you need to make. And for some of you, like work and routine, it could be someone that you see on a daily basis, live with, work with on a daily basis. Or for some of you, that whole thing is just being changed. So with that being said, I'm going to start clarifying this reading. And I'm using a totally different deck for the clarification, so it'll be interesting. Let's clarify the 3 of Wands in your opportunity, Taurus. You have innocence. So yeah, that's just being open, like the Fool. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, you're insisting on a certain way that something has to manifest in your life. And it could have to do with a person that you've been waiting on to change. And like, you know how they say it's darkest before dawn? Like a lot of you've been waiting on a person to change, and they're changing, and you don't like how it looks. So you're being blinded to the bigger picture of what's going on, even if it's in your work thing. So I don't know, we're just going to go with innocence here. Okay, innocence is your opportunity. So, look, we are all like blind kittens running around this universe. You know what I mean? We should be innocent and in awe of the power of the universe and the limitations of our mind. Because when you do that, it's not to like invalidate the way that you do things or how we work, but basically there's 12 dimensions, and humans are not capable of even perceiving what is happening in the highest dimensions. And the highest dimensions sometimes can infiltrate and influence your life here, which is what I feel is going on here. So don't be too stuck in the human limited mind. Like, keep an open, innocent mind is what I would say, and you'd be surprised what could happen. And that card says the Mouse and the Buttercup. Let's clarify why the Hierophant is here. The Hierophant is clarified by guardianship and productivity. Guardianship. Isn't that interesting? So this is the wolf and the rose hip, and it says guardianship. So like a guardian is someone who watches over someone, like it's like a dog who will protect you. And the Hierophant has to do with tradition and like power being with something that has a history to it. And there could be a certain person or a new work opportunity that will actually guide you, or you could do this for someone as well in a traditional way. There could be a certain relationship that's important for you to remain committed to because this person is a guardian for you. But once again, you have the 6th house square Uranus. There are changes happening. For some of you, this is like a new guardianship traditional thing opening up. And you also have productivity right next to the productivity card in your overall general energy. So I feel like there's a some sort of commitment, some like solid, real commitment that's going to be, in your best interest to either be under someone's guardianship or to, it seems like it's about teamwork and not being afraid of what the Hierophant frequency can look like. Some of you, this is about having a new mentor or being a mentor for someone around you. And some of you already are a mentor to someone around you, and you're gonna I don't know. So yeah, let's clarify the Ace of Wands. Why is the Ace of Wands in your overall general energy, Taurus? The Ace of Wands is clarified by stagnation and ending and safety. So yeah, there's a new beginning here, like I said, that's going to throw off your momentum. There's definitely an ending to your stagnation. I feel like a lot of you have been in sort of a rut of building momentum in a certain direction, and you have safety. So, there could be a new beginning that includes some sort of safety if you cooperate with other people in some sort of traditional way here. But there may be a real frustration that you want to do things your own way, or this opportunity is below you, or even if it's putting a relationship right or something. Man, I feel like there's a new chapter coming into your life in some sort of way, but it's important you play your cards right, like I keep saying. Let's clarify why the Hanged Man is in your challenge. And I just realized my finger has sage in it this whole reading. That should be great. Why is the Hanged Man here in your challenge? It's too many. Curiosity. The Hanged Man is clarified by happiness and dreams. Happiness and dreams. So I feel with the Hanged Man being here, some of you, once again, are very attached to a certain way you've been thinking something will manifest in your life. There could be something going on here having to do with someone not making you happy, and you're dreaming of something better. But I feel like, once again, the whole reading is about the grass is not greener on the other side. There's something about an opportunity to have loyalty. I'm not saying to abandon yourself, but there's clearly a change here. But I just think you've been building all this momentum, and the change is actually has the potential to get you what you've been asking the universe for, but your own ability to not perceive that is getting in the way of a path that could be really healing for you. It's just what I'm feeling now. Let's clarify. I just want to go to your advice real quick. Why is the Seven of Swords walking away from the Nine of Pentacles? Protection. Determination. And home. Yeah, I feel like there could be some sort of sudden movement that you make in a negative way in order to protect yourself that may actually end up hurting you in the long run, especially with a key relationship here. There could be someone that you feel is getting in the way of your own financial independence. Okay, you could feel like someone is not keeping up their own bargain, with something on a practical level, like someone that you're living with, for some of you with the home card here. But once again, I feel like whether it's the momentum in the relationship or the momentum in a new career situation, make sure that you don't just jump ship or make sure you be aware that staying single and being too independent here, it can really make you miss an opportunity here, okay? And it can make you more hurt in the long run here, is what I feel. Some of you, so, I feel like there's a lot of potential for a relationship to be healed and put right, and for you to have a lot of great opportunities. But what I will say is that there will be a change to your work and routine, and there's going to be a new beginning with it that's going to throw you off. So, and if you kind of refuse to move with that energy, you're going to move into stagnation, you know? And so the opportunity is to remain innocent here and to go with the flow of life instead of like, because you are like, you're protected to do something that you view as a burden to you, like whether it's remaining in a relationship or entering into a new career where maybe it's traditional for you. Maybe there's a hierarchy and you don't like that. Maybe there is, because there's guardianship and productivity here. And there's like a new beginning that ends stagnation and safety. And like, I feel like it brings new safety, but it exits you out of a phase that you were thinking was keeping you safe by like, by building your momentum slowly. So yeah, I feel like there's more to be worked out here as well. So have patience this week above all else. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading.